All right, so this is going to be a simple, easy, non-spoiler review about Vladimir. Stay tuned. Hey good people, I'm Cassie and welcome. Yes, back to another video. Like I said, we about to talk about this book, Vladimir. Yes, I read it. Let me tell you, I skimmed through it because this book was not for me. I gave this book 2 stars. 2 stars. So this book is Vladimir by Julia May Jones. Let me tell you about what it's supposed to be about. So this little blurb right here: an incandescent debut about marriage and motherhood, art and love, and the temptation to see just how close you can get to the fire without getting burned. I feel like there's so many metaphors in here, and like literally reading that, you think you're gonna get something and you don't. And I think the lighting just changed. Sorry. You know, natural light. Okay, so basically our main character, what the heck is her name? Oh, that's right. She only says her name one time. I think it's like Erica or Aaron, or I don't know. Anybody talking to her barely says her name. She only told us her name, I do believe, one time, if that. Okay, so nameless wife, professor wife. So it's a wife and a husband. They're both English professors at the same university. Him work together, kind of, sort of. But he has been known to have extramarital affairs, curriculars, whatever you want to call it, with his students. And then all of it, like, we think that we're going to get a story about her dealing with that, and then maybe like having her own little affair, but not so much. It's just about everything that he did, but we kind of stop and don't really look at him. And I hope this is not spoilers or anything, but basically it's about character development and characterization of different characters. And it's just like, it's really no plot in this story, in this book. Let me say, there's no plot. It's just basically, this is what happened. Oh, this is what I used to do back in the day. Oh, this is how I used to do. Oh yeah, my daughter used to do this. This is what we do now. And it's like, what? And some of this book, I literally just skimmed through it. I'm just like, this makes no sense. Okay, no, okay, no. So, and I skimmed, like, I was literally reading, like, okay, because it was no point to it. It gave no purpose to the story. It did not move the story further. There was no story. But on that aspect, we're dealing with him and his foolishness, her and her foolishness. These 2 people are married, in a relationship, married together, but not together. It's so weird. Their daughter has issues. Look. It just wasn't a good read for me. If you read this book, let me know. And this probably wasn't even a good review, but I gave it 2 stars. I don't know what happened. Book of the month, where are you? Book of the month, I don't know what happened, but this was not a good pick. I think when reading the synopsis, I thought I was reading or going to read about one thing, but read about something else. And then that one thing that I thought I was going to read about, we only touched on it. We didn't even, like, there wasn't even a story there about it. So there was no story about his infidelity, for real. There was no story. Read the book if you want to, but for me, this was a no. And I'm probably going to put this, I don't even want to put this in the little free library, but I don't want to keep this on my shelf either. But this was a no for me. Like I said, I gave it 2 stars. If you read this, let me know what you thought down below. If you didn't read it at your own expense. Read it on your own volition if you want. Read it if you dare. But yeah, it was a no for me. And let's not even talk about the writing style. Like, aside from there being no real plot, I had to look up certain words. It was every other page I was looking up a word, because it was like, this wasn't even on the SAT. So I don't know, but that's it for my little rant about this little book. if you go ahead and drop some comments down below if you did read this book. Once again, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye.